Hello everyone, my name is Ruth. I am an Australian registered migration agent and a solicitor or lawyer of the Supreme Court in our state and the High Court of Australia. In this video, I will be sharing on statistical information regarding the invitation rounds issued on the 9th of May for skilled or state sponsorship visas. And that is 9th of May 2019. I note that the information in this video is not to be treated as legal advice, but it will provide you with vital information regarding this program. As most of you know, for skilled and state sponsorship visas, an applicant cannot apply for a visa unless and until you have gone through the expression of interest process and be invited to apply. Generally, you will need at least 65 points to lodge an expression of interest. Now, an expression of interest is not a visa application. You are merely expressing your interest to the Australian state or government that you are interested to apply for a particular visa. It is an automated system where candidates with the highest points will be selected to apply for a visa. Now, I always like to share this example with my clients. I'd like you to imagine a fish tank, right? So there are many fishes in this fish tank, up on the top of the fish tank and down on the bottom. So for example, fish A has got 65 points down on the bottom. Fish B has 70 points higher up. Fish number C has 80 points and fish D has 90 points. So because the government imposes a limit as to how many applicants will be invited to apply, they will firstly choose the fishes with 90 points, which are the highest points. And then they will go down to 80 points, 70. Now, if the places are all taken, guess what? Fish A with 65 points will need to wait until the next round of invitation and compete with everyone else who has lodged an expression of interest. So this process can take anywhere between 1 day up to 2 years, after which it will expire. Therefore, it is vital that you understand how the point system works so that you know whether this is a realistic option for you or not. If you do not have sufficient points, then there may be things that you can do to earn additional points. The more points you have, the quicker you will be invited to apply. And conversely, the fewer points you have, the later you will be invited to apply. Now, if you're currently in Australia on a temporary visa and you're looking at applying for a skilled visa, then take action now. Do not wait until it is too late. This is because even if you lodge an expression of interest but you're not invited to apply and your current visa runs out, then you will need to leave the country or find another visa option to remain in Australia. The number of invitations issued in the Skilled Select Invitation Round on the 9th of May for Skilled Independent Visa was 100. And the Skilled Regional Provisional Visa Subclass 489 was only 10. During the 9th of May invitation round, minimum point score for candidates who succeeded in obtaining an invitation to apply for Subclass 189 visa was 80 points. And for Subclass 489 was 85 points. So that's very high. It's 20 to 25 points more than the usually acceptable points, which is 65. So let me now go through, I'd like to go through a list of some of the prominent occupations. So in terms of accountant, it was 90 points. Auditors, company secretaries and corporate treasurers, 85 points. Electronics engineer, 85 points. Industrial, mechanical and production engineers, 80 points. Other engineering professionals, 80 points. ICT business and system analysts, 85 points. Software and applications programmers, 80 points. Computer network professionals, 80 points. So these were the scores, the minimum point score in May. So what if you are caught in this position with pretty much the only option going through the skilled visa? Well, I can suggest two things. Number one, you can undertake further action to gain or earn more points. So you could try and sit for another English test and aim for a higher score, which may give you an additional 10 or even 20 points. You can also consider seeking state or territory sponsorship. Certain states and territory will sponsor you with an additional 5 or 10 points if you meet their specific requirement. And if you speak another language, then consider becoming an Australian approved translator or interpreter. And with this, you will need to do a special course and you will get 5 additional points. The other visa that you may consider is work visa. With this visa, you will not be required to be points tested. However, you will need to show that you are skilled and you have the work experience necessary for the visa. Plus, you will need to find an Australian employer who is willing and able to sponsor you. Now, the information in this video is general information only. It is not to be treated as legal advice. We assess each case on a case-by-case basis. And with the ever-changing laws of immigration, it is vital that you obtain updated advice at the time that suits your situation. If you're looking at applying for a skilled visa and require advice on how to proceed forward, please do not hesitate to contact us and we'll be happy to assist. The email address is as below and you're more than welcome to email us. Thank you and all the very best.